Hi students, in this video I am going to explain you the meaning and definition of polynomials and also about how the polynomials are categorized based on the number of terms and degree of the polynomials. So before going to study about the definition of polynomials, first let us know the meaning of polynomials. In the word polynomials, poly means many and nomial means terms. So the meaning of this word polynomial is many terms, and the polynomial is defined as an expression which is composed of variables, constants and exponents. Here variables are nothing but which are usually represented with x, y, z or t like that, and whose values are not defined. Their values vary, so they are called as variables. And constants are the numbers, either it can be a positive number or negative number whose values are already defined and their values remain same, so they are called as constant, that are combined using the arithmetic operation such as addition, subtraction and multiplication. And you know that addition, subtraction and multiplication are the basic arithmetic operations. So polynomial is an expression which is composed of variables, constants and exponents that are combined using the arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction and multiplication. So this is one definition of polynomials, and the polynomial can also be defined as an expression with one or more terms. We know that the meaning of this word polynomial itself is many terms. So a polynomial can have one term or more than one term. So it is an expression with one or more terms with a non-zero coefficient. Coefficient is the constant which is multiplied to the variable. So it should have a non-zero coefficient in which terms are separated by plus or minus sign. We know that it can have one or more terms, so those terms are separated by plus or minus sign. So these are two definitions of polynomials. Now let us see some of the examples for polynomials. And while explaining these examples, let us also know about the terms of the polynomial and also the coefficient of the variable. So first let us see the first example. Here the first example I have taken is x plus 2. In this x plus 2 we can see there are two terms. X is one term and 2 is the other term. So these two terms x and 2 are the two terms, and the coefficient of x is 1. As you can see, we have only x, so it is nothing but it is multiplied with 1. So we can take that 1 as the coefficient of x, and the variable here is x. So x is the variable, terms are x and 2, and the coefficient of x is 1. Let us see the second example. The second example is 3y square plus 5y plus 7. Here I have written y power 0 along with 7 because I want you to understand that how we take 7 as the coefficient of y power 0. If we have any number, then it is nothing but that number is multiplied with the any variable with the exponent 0 or with the power 0. So in this example we can see the variable is y. We have only one variable and it is y, and the terms are, we have three terms here. 3y square is one term, 5y is the second term and 7 is the third term. So we have three terms, and the coefficient of y square is 3 because I told you that coefficient is nothing but any constant which is multiplied to the variable. So we have 3, that is a constant which is multiplied to the variable y square. So the coefficient of y square is 3 and the coefficient of y is 5 because 5 is the constant which is multiplied to y. So the coefficient of y is 5. Similarly, we can consider 7 as the coefficient of y power 0. So coefficient of y power 0 is 7. Let us take another example with 4 terms. We have minus x cube plus 4x square plus 7x minus 2. So this is an example for the polynomial with 4 terms. As you can see, we have only one variable and that variable is x, and we have 4 terms, that is minus x cube, 4x square, 7x and minus 2. So there are 4 terms, and the coefficient of x cube is minus 1 because we have only minus x cube. It is nothing but this x cube is multiplied with minus 1. So coefficient of x cube is minus 1. Coefficient of x square is 4. Coefficient of x is 7. Similarly, you can take minus 2 as the coefficient of x power 0 as we did in the last example. And there is one important condition that a polynomial should satisfy, because we know that polynomial is defined as an expression. So we can consider that expression as a polynomial only if it satisfies this condition, and that condition is power of the variable should be a whole number. So in any polynomial, the power of the variable should be whole number. Then only we can consider that as a polynomial. Otherwise, it is just called as an expression. So as you can see in the above examples, we have x power 1, y power 2, y power 1, y power 0, x cube, we have x square, x power 1. So this 0, 1, 2, 3, all these are the whole numbers. So we can consider this expression as the polynomial. So for example, see this, we have x square plus 5x plus 7. So I can consider this as a polynomial because it is composed of variables, constants and exponents, and also the power of this variable is 2, which is a whole number. So I can call this expression as a polynomial. But if I take x power minus 2 plus 5x plus 7, we cannot consider this as the polynomial because I have x power minus 2 and minus 2 is not a whole number. So this expression does not satisfy the condition that power of a variable should be a whole number. So we can just call this as an expression but not as a polynomial. Similarly, if we take root y plus 5, we know that root y is nothing but y power 1 by 2. So this also cannot be considered as a polynomial. It is just an expression because y power 1 by 2 and that 1 by 2 is not a whole number. So we cannot consider this expression as a polynomial. So this is about the meaning, definition and some of the examples for the polynomial, and also about the terms and coefficient of the variable. Now let us see how the polynomials are categorized based on the number of terms and degree of the polynomial. So based on the terms, we know that polynomial means many terms and the meaning of nomial is term. So in that polynomial, if it is having only one term, we will call that as monomial, and if it is having two terms, we will call that as binomial. Similarly, if it is a polynomial with three terms, we will call that as trinomial. So here I have given one example for each. So you can see the first one, we have only one term, that is 5x, so it is called as monomial. And in the second example, we have two terms, 5x and 2. So there are two terms, so we will call that as binomial. Similarly, in the third example, we have three terms, 4x square, 5x and minus 7. So there are three terms, so we will call that as trinomial. So this is how the polynomials are categorized based on the number of terms in that polynomial. Now let us see how the polynomials are categorized based on the degree of that polynomial. So in order to understand that, first you should know what is the degree of the polynomial. the degree of the polynomial is the highest power of the variable in that polynomial is called as the degree of the polynomial. So I'll explain you with this example. I've taken an example x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 3. So in this polynomial we have 5 terms. So it is called as a polynomial with 5 terms, and degree is defined as the highest power of the variable in a polynomial is called as the degree of that polynomial. Here you can see we have x power 4, x power 3, x power 2 and x power 1. So among all these we can see that x power 4 is the highest power of the variable. So the degree of this polynomial is 4. So the degree of this polynomial is 4, that is the highest power of the variable is 4. So this is how we write the degree of the polynomial. So based on that degree, if the degree of the polynomial is 0, we will call that as constant polynomial. For example, you can write any constant number, that is you can write either a positive number or negative number. Because I have considered few example 2, 3, minus 7 like that. It is nothing but this 2 is multiplied with the variable which is having power or exponent 0. So we know that anything to the power 0 is 1. So 2 into 1 is 2 itself. So it is the polynomial with the degree 0. So whenever the degree of the polynomial is 0, we will call that as constant polynomial, and 0 is called as the zero polynomial. And if the degree of the polynomial is 1, we will call that as linear polynomial. I have taken one example here, x plus 5. X power 1 we have, so the highest power of the variable is 1. So degree is 1, then we will call that as linear polynomial. Similarly, if the degree is 2, then we will call that as quadratic polynomial. I have x square minus 5x plus 7 as the example for the polynomial with degree 2. As you can see, we have x square and x power 1. So among that we can see that 2 is the degree of the polynomial. So whenever the degree is 2, we will call that as the quadratic polynomial. Similarly, if the degree of the polynomial is 3, that is the highest power of the variable in the polynomial is 3, then we will call that as the cubic polynomial. And if the degree of the polynomial is 4, then we will call that as the quartic polynomial. So this is how the polynomials are classified based on the degree of the polynomials. If you like this video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.